Hi guys, so today I'm gonna do a drawing of Danai Gurira. I don't know if I'm saying it right. From Black Panther. It was a request from Nancy Drew 5, and yeah, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna comment on it during the video, and yeah, so this is the picture that I chose. It's really dark because of the shadows and everything, but I'm gonna show you my process of what I'm doing during this video. And also I want to do a shout out to Regin Art. She sent me this drawing of Cat Graham that I did before, so thanks a lot for sharing this. So the process that I'm going through when I start the drawing, first I start with looking at the picture, the original picture, and I'm looking at what is the most common color on the whole portrait. What is the basic color that I see? So first I thought in this photo that it was like a dark brown or dark umber, but then I looked closely and then I saw that it was really gray, so like a dark gray. So I checked all my pencils that I had. I have I have 50% warm gray, 70% warm gray, and 90% warm gray. So 50, 70, 90. So 50 is lighter, 90 is darker. So I tried with 50% warm gray, and it was a little bit too pale. So then I tried with 90%, was too dark. So 70% was a good medium that was corresponding pretty well to the to the face. So that's what I started. What you see me doing, I started applying 70% warm gray everywhere. So everywhere I apply 70% warm gray, and then when I covered the whole face, and some places I left a little bit lighter because I knew that some places will be a little lighter. But after I applied the 70% warm gray, I saw some places that was darker, that were darker. So I applied black on top of it, or 90% on top of it, so they were darker. And some places that were lighter, I applied 50% warm gray. So that's what I applied next to the temple, next to the ear, on the side of the face. I applied 50%, that's lighter. Then I applied 10% a little bit on top of it, and 10% it's really light, 10% warm gray. So I applied it on the front of the face where there's almost white, but it's pretty much white. And it's rare. Most of the pictures, when you see it looks white, it's not really white, but in this case it's really white because the light, because the way they Photoshop the picture and the way they use light, it's really white on the front of the face and some areas. But it fades from white to like I use 10% warm gray. So I use 10% on those areas where it's almost white, and I continued with the 50% on the area that was not as light but lighter than the rest. And I continued like this, applying the whole face, switching from 50% to 70% to 90% to black. So that's pretty much all the pencils that I use for the face. And you will see me at some point where I apply, I use 70%, then I just apply not as hard. I show the paper through, so I don't apply too much, and then I apply on top of that 50, so it's a little lighter on the side of the face. That's what I did. And then for the tattoos, I think they're tattoos, I'm not sure, I applied, that color was a little bit more orange, so I applied espresso, which has some brown in it, but it's not as brown, not as red or as dark brown, just so there's less contrast. So I applied espresso on the tattoo, on the triangles that you see, or you will see on the triangles on the face, on the tattoos. Then I just applied black on top of them to make it darker. I traced all the lines of the tattoos in black. So for the face, that's pretty much my strategy that I took. And for the neck, for the ring, the golden rings on the neck, I just use cream color for the light areas. It's pretty much that color. It's pretty much close to that. Then I use some yellow ochre on some places. And then for the dark places, I use espresso. I use espresso to put the dark places, and cream for the lighter places. So I mix them both, especially like cream and espresso, mix them together. It sounds funny, cream and espresso. It's like I'm making a coffee or something. Making an espresso with cream, anyway. But it's really the colors that I use. So with yellow ochre a little bit, so I created that gold effect, and black also. I put black lines. So I created that gold effect on the rings, and it's pretty much it for the drawing. And I applied the background some blue and 30% warm French gray, 30% French gray, and, to make like a bluish background. And that's pretty much for the drawing. And also I want to talk about something else, about confidence for the drawings, because that's a big important thing that I noticed for when you do a drawing. Because for me, I think it improved a little bit over time. Because confidence is like before you start a drawing. I don't know if you feel that, but for me, before I start a drawing, I'm always almost afraid. Like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know which color to use, or I don't know what's gonna be my strategy to do it. There's so many ways to do a drawing. So having confidence to know what to do, it's I think it improved. And I don't know if you feel that too, but I think for me, if you see my older drawings, I wasn't sure really when I started the drawing, because I used like really light colors at first, because I wasn't sure which color I'm gonna have to use. So I used really light colors, and then I applied other colors on top, and other ones until I got like close to what I needed. But I didn't start right away with the right colors most of the time. But now I think for this drawing and for the drawing before that, I started right away with almost the right color right away, because I was more confident to know, like, because of my experience, to know like the color that I'm gonna use for the face when I start. Because I'm always afraid to, like, if I make a mistake at the beginning, I'm not gonna be able to correct it, and I don't really want to start over. So now I start applying the colors first directly, like pressing hard, really applying that color, because I'm more confident that it's gonna be close to that. Even if it's not exactly the right color that I apply, it's still gonna be close, and I'm gonna be able to correct it after. So I have more confidence that I'm gonna be able to correct it, and also that it's gonna be close enough at first. And not only at first, but during the drawing, there's always like so many ways to do it. So I always have to think about which color I'm gonna use, which shade, how I'm gonna shade it, how I'm gonna do this or do that, this lighting, this there's so many things. So having more confidence really makes a big difference, because you're just not afraid to just go and, like, whatever happens, you can correct it. So you just start and do the closest that you can do, and the best that you can do, and most of the time it's gonna turn out good. So just apply the colors, and I think the shading that I'm thinking, and I can fine tune it after. So I just wanted to let you know a little bit this thing. I mean, this confidence thing is I don't know, I think some people feel it too, but for me it improved that thing over time. So that was just a detail that I wanted to share.